Hello and welcome, come one, come all, to another off-season edition of the Blitz with AZ and Fitz. We've got an episode in store for you. A lot of big topics, probably the biggest we've had of the entire offseason. That may even include the draft, some big free agent, or trades rather. Man, when you acquire a big player in trade, it is exciting. It's big news. It's blockbuster deals, and of course it involves my team this time around.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Here at Colts Nation, man, we haven't done nothing. We're just waiting for September the season to start, and whatever we have now is what we got for the rest of the year. Looks like, unless we do any crazy trades like we did last year, like we did with Sauce Gardner, but we need these trades to kind of pay off. Like Sauce Gardner didn't really pay off too much last year, so hopefully this year he kind of shows his value because we didn't have a first round pick because of him. So. Yeah, it's a great day to be a Rams fan, but if you're a Colts fan or any other fan, pretty much at that point, it's kind of sad hours over here, sad hours.
Yeah, great day. We'll explore that. Great day potentially.
Yeah,
Very exciting, nevertheless. You know, it's fun. It's fun times. But the greatness that has yet to be determined. But we'll explore that fully. Quick shout out to the sports world. The NBA Finals has been kind of a shocker to me, with the Knicks going up 2-0 in the Spurs' house. That was wild.
Yeah, very close games, but the Spurs just can't seem to get it done, and the Knicks are. And maybe that could be due to the Knicks being a more veteran team. Spurs are a very young team, like very, very young team.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, maybe it's starting to show this finals, but
maybe beating the Thunder took all the.
That's what I was saying too. I
Yeah.
think they just spent so much energy and
Yeah.
effort against the Thunder that they probably just got lackadaisical. And so, I mean, I even thought the same thing. Like, yeah, they're about to beat the brakes off the Knicks, man. Like, the West is the toughest conference between the two, and once you come out the West, it's pretty much a gimme for the finals. But man, I'm sorry, New York. I was not familiar with your game. Brunson, he might be short, but man, that guy's a dog.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's very clutch.
You know, it kind of reminds me of when the Shaq and the Magic beat the Bulls. I think it was in like '95 or something.
Yeah,
and
Jordan's return year.
Yeah, he was like,
they went to the finals.
after that, he was like, I figured we had it in the bag. I phoned it in. Once we beat the Bulls, that was like my finals, and we didn't.
They got beat by the Rockets.
Yeah.
Kim Olajuwon destroyed Shaq.
Yeah, that was a shame there, but. And also a quick shout out. I don't even really watch the NHL, but they've been having one hell of a Stanley Cup final. Like, every game is crazy over there right now. So, you know, if you're in the sports world, been eating good if you're into that too. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this first topic. Myles Garrett is a Ram.
That don't even sound right.
He's traded from Cleveland to L.A. and there was of course he had a haul of draft picks, a first, a second, and maybe a third or something like that. In addition to Jared Verse in exchange for Myles Garrett. Now, what do you make of it? What were your thoughts when you saw the news drop?
I was just probably like everyone else. I was like shocked. I thought it was like a parody account that tweeted the news. Cause I saw it from a tweet. I was like, oh, I checked the account. I checked Bleacher Report. I checked Adam Scheffner. He tweeted it. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it's legit. I was very shocked just because we didn't really hear rumors about Myles Garrett being on the market like that.
No.
Especially because he just got paid. He just won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
So
2 times in a row, back to back.
Something like that. And so and then out of all the teams to send him to, like a team that's pretty much contending for a Super Bowl at this point.
They were already the favorites by most people.
Yeah, already the favorites by most people. And, like, it's like the rich get richer. And it's like Myles Garrett went from football hell to football heaven going to L.A. Not only just football-wise, but lifestyle-wise, going from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
No offense to people in Cleveland, Ohio, but, yeah, I always hear how much L.A. has going on, especially if you're rich. It's like Hollywood.
Even in the Rams, like, non-window years, it's still a good place to play.
Place to play. This new stadium, top of a large stadium. But now, with that being said, the expectations we're always you guys were already pretty much locked in to win a Super Bowl, or at least Super Bowl favorites to get there. Now it's either you got to win the game. If you
Yeah.
make the Super Bowl and don't win, that's going to be a failure. You have to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it'd be a great. And the way this team right now is constructed, we are not going to be able to bring this roster back next year.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah, we're going to lose pieces. This year's roster is insane. Like when you look at across the board, like the PFF grades of everybody and how it's shaking out, like the roster is insane. Now that's totally just on paper. With the addition of Myles Garrett, it just takes you a whole new stratosphere. When you have those 2 corners that we added, we turned basically our weakness into a strength there, and then Myles Garrett. Jared Verse was like a sort of a B plus kind of player. Now we're getting that like S tier kind of player. I mean, to Jared Verse's credit, Myles Garrett's first couple of years sort of resembled his first couple of years, you know. So Jared Verse could very well turn into that kind of talent. I don't know if it'll quite be Myles Garrett, but in a similar sort of A plus kind of player. And I know the Rams were upset to let him go. That's the sense that I've gotten from this trade. Is that was sort of the sticking point of the trade, that the Browns were like, no matter what the Rams did with the draft picks, what they gave them, there's just no. And they've been trying to get Myles Garrett apparently since like 2022.
Oh, I didn't even
They've
know
been
that.
exploring this possibility with the Browns. You're calling him up, year by year, like, hey, well, Myles Garrett on the table.
Is he available?
Yeah.
Is Myles there to speak?
And there were no. And it wasn't until the Rams were like, well, what if we did a swap Myles for, in addition to the picks, what if we swapped Myles and Verse? And then, that's when it's like the old Django, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. Yeah, so it was kind of like that. And, yeah, that's what the Browns said. I watched their GM talk. Like, we weren't really into it. But once Jared Verse got included in the discussions, then it was, okay, let's make a deal. And it makes total sense, I think, from Cleveland's end to have done this.
Yeah, because those picks, they could drop players and not even be half the player that Myles Garrett was.
Yeah.
At least with Jared Verse, he's already kind of proven that he's a talent in the league. So you got some kind of security with the trade.
Let's be honest, Cleveland won shit with Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
So they might as well get Verse plus the potential for new players to come in the door.
More players.
Yeah, to build out their team. Like Myles Garrett alone was not going to win them anything, and he was basically all they had.
They got like 10 sacks a game for him to like make an impact to win.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's crazy. But from the Rams' perspective, makes perfect sense too, because you're doing everything you can to go all in on this year. And you're right. If they do not win the Super Bowl, I mean, anything short of that would be kind of a failure. Kind of a failure on the season. But I still like when teams take big swings like this. I like that the Rams operate this way, and I think Les Snead's a really smart guy. One of the things he's really good at, couple things really, is he understands his windows. He understands when the window of opportunity to win a Super Bowl is open. And he attacks free agency or the trade market or whatever in the draft just when he recognizes those windows are open better maybe than any other team, in my opinion. He'll mortgage the future to win when his windows are open, and then try to get value late in the draft when his windows aren't. You traded away a lot of those picks. Okay, well, let's rebuild from the lower rounds, and he's been good at that too. So I don't know. Oh, and another thing he's really good at is I think he has an understanding of the true value of trade picks or draft picks in a way that most GMs don't. I think he's not afraid to trade away draft picks for proven talent because teams overvalue draft picks. Back in like 2018 to 21, I think teams way overvalue draft picks. But Les Snead has kind of changed that a little bit where teams don't value them as highly. and they still maybe overvalue him a little bit, and he's taken advantage, I think, of people that value them.
Because the irony of that is, I feel like the Browns are one of those teams that really overvalue draft picks, because they would pretty much, not saying they did it purposely, but they kind of were known for tanking and just getting picks and picks and picks, and they're still bottom feeding team of the NFL. So like, they got Baker Mayfield one year, and then they made the playoffs, and then they're back to basically bottom teams of the NFL. So yeah, it is kind of ironic that the team or the GM that doesn't really value picks as much as other teams is making a deal with the team that probably overvalues their picks and doesn't really do the best job drafting, I would say.
Yeah. Well, good on Cleveland for getting versed, though. Because if they had just gotten another pick thrown in, it would have been hard to really love this from their perspective.
From their perspective,
And they would have probably had a hard time selling it to their fans.
I mean, they probably still kind of do. I mean, Myles Garrett is like a generational talent, man.
Yeah. I do think a lot of Clevelanders, though, understand that they're not going to win with Myles.
Yeah. But it just gives you, like, at least, we might be losing every game, but at least we have that guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
I get that, but still.
Yeah.
You'd rather win. You'd rather build a winning team.
And if you really care for the player like that, you're like, you know what, man, I understand our team's shit. Go get that ring that you deserve.
Yeah.
He does deserve it, man. I mean, he broke the sack record. He's always like a first-team All-Pro defense and defender, and it's just like only so much. And like his time is almost getting wasted in Cleveland, like just playing meaningless football.
Yeah.
So now his play will really matter. He'll get a lot of primetime games.
Yeah.
I mean, for the casual fans that probably don't know who he is because they don't watch the Browns or know anything about the Browns because they don't get national games.
I didn't watch him much either. To be honest, I had to go and look up. I was like, all right, let's see what Myles Garrett is from my eye.
He stands out when you watch this film.
He does.
Yeah, he's a game wrecker.
There will be seasons guys will have on the defensive line, especially edge, where it's like you had sort of an aberration year, like where you got a lot of sacks that maybe fell into your lap. You didn't not earn them, but you didn't totally earn them either. Like the defensive interior guys got pressure that forced the quarterback basically into you, even though the pressure wasn't really yours. Like you cleaned up the mess that somebody else created for you. Whereas Myles Garrett, I watched his tape and it's like, oh no, like this guy creates.
Yeah, he definitely creates.
Finishes.
He disrupts the line. So, and the crazy thing is, I mean, playing with the Browns, you're not going to play with. Usually, the teams kind of stop throwing the ball once they get a big lead, and for him to still get that many sacks, probably most likely always playing from behind, just kind of shows how dominant he is in his position. So, yeah, man, like I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Rams do this year, and now like. Basically, the whole world expects them to pretty much win the Super Bowl. But that's like the best and worst thing about having a team like this is because you have like a real. I mean, everyone likes to think they have a real shot, but like it's kind of like almost like a layup for you guys. But if you guys don't make that layup, it's so devastating. It hurts way more.
It's so weird. If the playoffs were like 7-game series, like the NBA, I'd be like, oh yeah. We're winning the fuck.
All it takes is one bad Sunday.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
one bad day.
One bad day at the office. One off
man.
game. You throw 2 interceptions and suddenly a crappier team is in the game at the very end, and it's whoever holds the ball last, and it's like, oh shit. Or a bad fumble. An injury away. Yeah. Well, if an injury occurs like to Stafford or Myles or some player like that, it's like. That's just bad luck,
It's bad luck, but it still fucking sucks because you're like, fuck, because like you say, you're not gonna have the team back next year, so like, you're gonna decline automatically from this year. It's gonna be hard to just get. There's no way. I don't want to say there's no way because anything's possible. It'll be so hard to believe that next year you guys will be the better team than what you are this year.
Oh yeah, on paper, not a better team, but will we be able to contend? Possibly.
Yeah, and usually that's how it goes too. Like fucking the team that's odds to win the Super Bowl get there, or they don't get there, and then like they somehow on paper get worse, but actually get there and win the Super Bowl.
They get the maturity level up. But I mean, I like to think last year was our I
I'm
mean, we're
sure
battle tested,
growing up.
man. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, back to back. Well,
Yeah.
no, the year before last year, you guys didn't make the conference. You guys lost in the
No,
divisional.
yeah, we
Yeah,
lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions in a
eventual
nail
Super Bowl.
biter.
Yeah,
We were the
because I
only
forgot
one
the
to take them to the wire, and that team was considered to be like one of the best in the past 20 years.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Their
But yeah,
roster was dominant, and we were sort of,
one throw away, pretty much.
yeah,
It was snowing like crazy, and you guys were a West Coast team coming to Philly and almost did it.
yeah. I mean, man, if things went slightly differently, I know this is a really big what if, but man, we could have been back-to-back Super Bowl champions and going on our third year, you know, be a fucking dynasty. In an alternate universe, that probably did happen. But I do kind of want to get into the next topic here because it's very much combined. Correlates. Yeah, it's almost an extension of this one here. So, let's see here. Aaron Donald has been in the news a lot lately. And when I first heard him being brought up, it was just basically like the people playing fantasy football in their heads. You know, like Aaron Donald has the opportunity to do the funniest thing right now, is basically what it was. And I've heard people say that before. You know, Rams fans always talk about, well, what if AD came back to this team? You know, he should come back for a playoff run. Hell, if we had AD last year, we maybe even beat Seattle.
Maybe, yeah.
Honestly. And he could have been the difference right there. But, he's always said, I'm full. I'm complete. I don't want to go through camp again. I hate that shit. You're away from your family till 7 and 8 or 8 o'clock at night, and you're often like wasting time. There's so much time lost there. You're not always, I'm a vet. I don't need all that extra time and bullshit that we do at camp that maybe the younger guys do, and I'm just kind of, lingering. It's boring. I hate it. But this time feels different. I was of the mind that, dude, this guy's not coming back. I know the opportunity to run with Myles would be cool, but, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This has where there's smoke, there's fire, and this has serious smoke to it. Because he is not, before he would always just shut it down straight away. No, dude, I'm full. I'm not, come on now. I'm retired. I'm happy. I'm ready to move on to the next phase. His tone has changed. And it's no longer and AD's to me not like a will he, won't he, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers kind of stupid situation like that. He's not a diva in that kind of way. When he says, I'm seriously considering, something along that, I'm tempted or whatever like that. I forget what his exact line was. I'm flirting with the idea, I think is what he said to Pat McAfee. And then Michael Brockers came out on a Rams podcast and was like, I know a little something. I shouldn't talk about too much, but I know somebody that's staying ready so he don't have to get ready. And that to me meant kind of that AD is coming back. He just wants to miss some camp. He don't want to deal with the bullshit of camp. That's the worst part of playing. And I think this is real. I think he's coming back. And in my mind, he already that's the roster includes AD.
Oh, so you're already kind of counting him in. All right. I was gonna ask. So what would be the ETA so we can get that breaking news that Aaron Donald has unretired and returned back to the Rams?
When would it be official?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
July,
I wouldn't put many. I wouldn't put money on it. God, it's even possible that he doesn't come back until some point in the year. But I would like to think he'd like to be there for week 1. Especially playing the Niners. I don't know. He could wait till the last minute, the final hour.
Because when does minicamp end? August?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Late July, August? Because preseason starts in August. I don't think there's. I would say, if he is going to come back, I would say, I would like to see the news by July-ish, like mid to late July. Because I don't think. I feel like he's not the kind of guy to either cheat the game either, and just come in midway through the season. I think he wants to be there kind of for the whole thing, kind of get some prep time in with the team, and be ready to go by week 1. I don't think he would just like show up mid-season or even in the playoffs. I think if he's really going to commit to this on retirement, he would be there week 1 against the 49ers and
I
be
like
there
to
for the
think he
whole
would be
season.
there for week 1 too. I just don't
Yeah.
know. I know he hates the offseason. He hates it.
That's what a lot of players say, yeah. And
Especially
but I mean,
a vet like him who doesn't. He
yeah.
knows how to train on his own.
How old
He
is
knows
he
the
anyways?
playbook. 35.
Oh, okay. So how long do defensive tackles play for? Like mid-30s?
There's some that
Yeah.
stay pretty good that late. So it's
They
not
were-
unheard of for them to be.
I thought he was a little
Especially,
bit
he's had
younger.
no major injuries. He's had like a rib issue. That's healed. That's done. He's fine. He's well rested, and he works. He's
He's
psychotic.
He posted not that long ago, ready to go or something like that. That's what kind of started the whole speculation. When's his birthday? 91. He's born in 91. Okay. So he just turned 35. So he's a fresh 35. He just turned 35 in May. So, I mean, if he does come back, I don't know how to. It's like might as well give you guys the Lombardi, I guess, or have it pretty much prep for you guys to get there. Like I said, all it
takes is one bad Sunday.
But
We
that's
all
the best
know
thing.
this.
Yeah, that's the best thing about football. That
Yeah.
anybody could get beat.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
mean,
07 Patriots.
Those 7 pages.
Yeah,
like the
had a bad
best
day at the
example.
office. Yeah.
Choosing to lose their first game of the year and the last game of the year at the same time is probably like the worst fucking combo ever. So
Yeah.
it's just like, does he come back and it just makes you guys that more dominant, more expectations? I mean, the expectations are already Super Bowl or bust. So at this point, it's like, how dominant can you guys be?
I think this team, the way they're built, though, mentally, I think they like the expectations. That's just my opinion, though. From the outside, Stafford seems to love it.
Strong coaching foundation, strong leadership with Stafford. Shit, I mean, if you guys do get Aaron Donald, I guess this would be like conversation, depending on how the season goes. Like, if you guys, let's say, maybe lose 1 or 2 games and then dominate in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, we'd probably be talking about the 26 Rams as probably one of the greatest teams of all time.
Do you think the defensive line with those two? I mean, even considering those that aren't Myles or Aaron, because you have Byron Young and Kobe Turner and Poona Ford and Braden Fisk is probably the weakest of them, but like based on their grades, man, all those guys are good.
Yeah, maybe you're saying like, would that be one of the greatest defensive lines of all time?
Would that be the greatest defensive line on paper of all time? I mean, we got to wait for what they do, but
yeah, because I don't know, man. That 2016 Broncos defensive line was pretty good too with Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware.
Oh yeah,
they were really good.
But are Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, Aaron Donald, and Myles Garrett?
I don't know, man. Von Miller is pretty good. I would say he didn't get the accolades that Aaron Donald has, but man, he literally took that game over, and he kind of helped you guys as well. I would say. I think it was a big part with his experience. I heard stuff about him bringing the trophy that he won with the Broncos to you guys' facility and be like, how bad do you guys want this trophy for yourselves? So, he's obviously no Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is like spoken of as one of the greatest defensive players of all time. Like of all time, I'm talking about with the LTs, the Ed Reeds, the Ray Lewises.
Yeah, he's
the
up
Lonnie
there.
Lotts, yeah.
He's up
Jack
there.
Lamberts. So he's up there. Deion Sanders. So he's spoken in that echelon of those all-time greats. So, no, I mean, shit, I don't know, man. Von Miller, I would say he's one of the greatest players I've seen, at least in my lifetime. He's taking games over, but Aaron Donald is a whole another level. Yeah.
I'm kind of working under the assumption that there's not going to be a massive fall off. He's not going to be half the player he was. He's going to be at least like 85. Really, really at lowest, he's going to be like 85%.
75. I would say 75. I mean, shit, 75% of Aaron Donald is still like top 10 in his position, I would say.
Yeah, I think it'll be higher than that. I think he'll be
like
pretty
80?
good. Yeah, 85 at lowest. I think or at best, I think at best he just looks like he did when the year after he retired, or the year he retired.
Which he still made like all-team defensive player, right?
All-team defense. He might have been all-pro that year.
Whatever, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if he just gets another All Pro under his belt this year, if he comes back, I mean, you can't really complain too much about that.
Yeah, I think the motivation for him, because he was like, "If I'm gonna see if I can light that fire back up." That was another quote. If I can light that fire
Yeah,
back up, I'll think about it. For him, I think the motivation would be to play alongside Myles.
Myles, a great player like Myles.
Yeah, because he's never had quite that level of player alongside him. And then number 2, to do something historic. They have the potential and the talent to do that. And number 3 would be, the Last Dance farewell tour. Try and go out into the sunset
on a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is the year. I mean, because he's not getting any younger, so this would probably be the best year if he does come back. I say just do it, man. Just come back. I mean, worst case, you don't like it, you could retire next year. You already kind of know how retirement goes like anyway, so you could just go back.
You have your
to where
whole
you came
life,
from.
dude.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like
why not go for one last dance?
Yeah, one last dance. Play against a player you probably feel like is almost as equal as you are in Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he's about the only one in the league to me that is his equal.
Yeah, so might as well, see how that goes and have fun. I'm sure it'll be fun playing with a player like that with Myles Garrett.
Yeah, and they're going to motivate each other, dude. They're going to motivate each other. They're going to have an internal competition, but they'll have each other's back as well. I wonder how the Rams. To me, I think he's coming back, and so I wonder how the Rams are going to play both of them. I mean, like where they line them up and.
Well, Myles Garrett's the edge, and Donald's an interior lineman. So
yeah, I know, but are they going to have them just like right next to each other? You think? Because that's where they usually would line up.
I mean, they could probably put them anywhere, and it'll probably be like maybe one side is Myles Garrett's side, and the other side is. All I know is if I'm not Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald, I'm just next to him. I'm probably gonna try to make it my best year because they're gonna probably be getting double teamed, Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. So that's my
I almost wonder
to try to ball out.
Yeah, I wonder if you could only double one. I almost wonder who you would do it. Who you? I think you almost have to go Aaron, and Myles would get more one-on-ones. Yeah,
I think they'll try to do a little bit of both depending on how the game goes. Maybe they'll start off on Myles Garrett because he is the more active player at the moment, and then
he is. But you cannot one-on-one.
And then if they see Aaron Donald kicking our ass, you know what? Let's try to kind of cool him off a little bit, double team him. The next, I don't know, man. It's just crazy to think of. That's like some Madden type shit.
It is.
Did you see that? When they did the trade for Myles Garrett, that someone tried to redo that same exact trade in Madden, and like you can't even do the shit in Madden.
No,
that's how crazy that trade was. But
yeah, you can't use the trade.
Would you be disappointed?
When I saw another thing too is I saw when the Browns put up that they're interested in trading Myles Garrett, what other teams would offer to get him, and the trade offers were insane. Yeah. Like the Rams, I think offered Puka 3 1s and 2 2s. Like, oh my god, dude! Yeah.
Oh damn.
Never. And then the Seahawks basically did the exact same, but with JSN. The Vikings basically did the exact same, but with Jefferson. And the Bengals were roughly the same with Jamar. A lot of people. They're basically every team offering up their best player. Oh, but short of quarterback, no team was offering up their quarterback. That's the only thing they wouldn't do.
I mean, would you be disappointed if Aaron Donald stayed retired?
All right, we're back. Had to do a quick edit there, a little bit of technical difficulties. Try to pick up where we left off. You were asking me something?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, would you be disappointed if Aaron Donald didn't unretire and he just stayed retired?
At this point, yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. He's teased it. He's teased us too much.
Teased you too much?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be like, I tried to light the fire again, but I'm just not motivated to do it. Sorry, guys. Because
that could also be a possibility. I'm just trying to look out for you, man. I don't want you to come in here every week until we get the news that he's not going to unretire, and I don't want you to get hurt, man. I'm just trying to look out for you and all the Rams Nation is. He could well be just maybe entertain the thought and be like, you know what, I don't want to play football no more. It's just not in me. I mean, that could be a possibility, and I just want to prepare you for that. If that, I mean, goddamn, you got Myles Garrett. What more do you really need? This is just more like cream on the. This is just more another cherry to the
Just
top
greedy.
of the cake, man. Just greedy.
Well, if you're going all in on this year, you want to be a little greedy. And also, I just don't see the downside for him. Like, even if they don't win, give it a shot. It was fun year to be with Myles and see the guys again.
He would be okay with not winning. I'm assuming if he comes back, it's because he wholeheartely believes that he could win a ring, and there's nothing that could stop him from winning that ring.
That's the belief, but football. The possibility exists that this team does not win in the playoffs. Do you think this team can go 17-0? If Aaron provided Aaron,
if they really tried, maybe.
The roster is brutal.
The roster, yeah, because
the schedule. I'm sorry.
Because the Chiefs were, I want to say the Chiefs were pretty close a couple years ago. They were like 13-0, 14-0,
something like that. Yeah, I think they started out.
And then they started resting their starters. I mean, you guys could, like I said, you guys would want to go undefeated by playing your starters.
I think Sean would want to. I think
weeks.
Aaron would want to. I think they'd all want to.
That's just a risk you take, though, is you might get hurt. Someone could get hurt.
Yeah, that could happen in the playoffs, too. Look at Bo.
Yeah, but at least you're already in the playoffs. The thing is, you don't want to go into the playoffs missing key players already, and you're already putting yourself at a disadvantage.
I just want to point out that the Colts did that one year, and I have a difficult time forgiving them for that.
The Ravens did that, too, and they got... When they lost to the Titans, remember that? Lamar's first MVP.
Were they rested him, and they were
yeah, they rested last week.
They're having a perfect season?
No, they weren't having a perfect season, but they rested him.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's different if you have a perfect season on the line.
Oh, I mean, shit, we're
humble. If say at the end of the year you've locked up every possible seeding and clinched everything, and you're 15-0.
We lost to Mark Sanchez, that year. Was it that year?
I don't remember who the final game, but you guys rested Peyton, and you were like 14-0, and you guys rested out the rest of the season.
Was that our Super? Is that the year we lost to the Saints? Let me see.
I don't remember. It might have been. You may have lost in the divisional to somebody that year, but yeah, you guys were like 14-0, and you rested Peyton. Now I know Peyton wasn't thrilled about it.
It must have been 2010.
Because the Patriots went for it, and I think Peyton wanted to go for it.
No, not 2010. Because I was going to say, 2009, we were 12-4.
No, this would have had to have been at least like 14-2. I don't know if you've ever had a 15-1 season, but my mouse ain't working with the... Oh, there it goes.
I know it definitely wasn't 2011.
2009.
Yeah, 2009 we went, what... So we went 12-4. Oh wait, I lied. It was the same for the previous year. All right. Yeah, the year we lost to the Saints in the Super Bowl.
Okay, that was the year they started the season 14-0, and then finished 14-2.
Hey man, we're not greedy. We're very humble at Colts Nation. So you know what? You're like, we probably saw what happened to the Patriots a couple years prior. So then
it happened to you anyway. So look,
yeah, it did.
If you have the chance, that is the holy grail to me of single-season team records. If you do that, you have to win the Super Bowl, of course. So 17-0 is not good enough. You have to go 20-0. But if you do that, you are the best team. Single season. Like, that is just... That very few teams have an opportunity to etch their names in the history books of being, not just a Super Bowl winning team, a really good team, having a really good year, not just even legendary status. In 1 year to immortalize yourselves as like the best, that's like really, to me, one of the very few ways you do that in a single year. Now, dynasties over multiple years, yeah, you can immortalize yourself, like the Patriots and Chiefs obviously have. But to immortalize yourselves in the course of one season, you have to be either win the Super Bowl and break multiple like crazy records, but the one thing you can do is 20-0. Like you're immortalized. The perfect year. But you were the perfect team.
I don't think we're gonna see that I don't think we're gonna see that in our lifetime. I mean, I could be wrong, but the closest was the Patriots, and I guess you could throw us, could throw us second
I do.
closest.
I throw you in there.
I want to say recently there was a team that, well, besides the Chiefs, I thought there was another team that was pretty close.
Panthers.
Panthers, yes, they were 15.
The
They
15
finished
Panthers.
15-1, and then they lost in the Super Bowl. I don't know, Matt. It seems like that's a curse now. It's like the 72 Dolphins put a curse that any team that could threaten their legacy, put a curse for them to pretty much lose like they're losing the Super Bowl. Panthers, Colts, Patriots.
Yeah. That's another thing too.
The Vikings too. Remember the Vikings with Randy Moss in like 98, 99?
They were 15-1. I don't know when they lost that first game though. I don't know if they had a perfect season on the line like late into the year.
I just know they lost to, I think, the Falcons
in the NFC Championship.
Yeah. And
I don't know who they lost to regular season. Might have been the Packers.
Look that up.
But yeah, that 98 year was crazy. I think if there's any season the Vikings fans want back, it's that year.
Oh, they lost in week 9.
Okay.
Yep, 7-1. They were 7-0.
Who beat them?
The Bucks. I mean,
damn.
The Bucks. I think that time they had Warren Sapp. What's the linebacker's name for the Bucks too?
I thought that was like the year before they got like real good. Maybe it's not.
Well, they won a Super Bowl in 2002, so that was like 4 years prior.
Yeah, but they also went to the NFC Championship at the 99. So that was the year before they made it.
Yeah.
To the championship game.
They probably just had a solid defense.
Yeah, that defense was tough as nails, man.
I don't remember the linebacker. Was it Simeon Rice or something like that?
I thought he was edge rusher. They had
I know they had Sapp.
Derek Brooks or whatever.
Derek Brooks, that's what I was thinking of.
And they had John Lynch at safety.
John Lynch, yeah.
And then they had was it Rondé Barber?
Rondé Barber, cornerback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a squad, dude.
No, was he there for the Super Bowl? Or did he win the ring?
I thought he was there with that Tampa team. At least in 02. I don't know about 99.
Let me look that up.
But
I definitely don't think he was there for 99.
Yeah, those pewter power Bucks, man, they were good. And they gave the greatest show on turf, like probably some of their biggest trouble every time they played.
Yeah, they had a legit defense. I mean, they had one of the greatest defenses of all time, and Rondé Barber was there for he was there since 97, so he was definitely there for 98, 99.
Yeah.
So, damn, I didn't know he was that old. Because I remember I watched him play for a couple of years before he retired.
Well, yeah, just to bring it back full circle, I do sometimes wonder if I do want AD to come back, and I do like the Myles Garrett thing, but I do kind of wonder if we're tempting fate.
Yeah.
We're tempting the football gods to have something
humble
go
you.
wrong. Yeah. It almost makes me wish, like, not wish, but like, do we need to lose week 1 against the Niners in order to really put things in perspective and motivate? I mean, I don't know.
No, I wouldn't say lose week 1. No, I wouldn't say lose week. I would say get your loss out like in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Because that could probably kill morale if you start losing at the start of the season, as opposed to.
Well, I think knowing this team, I think it would motivate them greatly.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. To lose against the Niners week 1, oh, dude, that would be. We gotta fucking lock in. We can't roll our helmets out there. I know we have this roster on paper, but we cannot count on paper anything. We need to maximum effort. I think it would motivate. This team can handle that, but I think it would really have our players lock in if that happened, because I do wonder if we're tempting fate, and we don't want to have that moment come late in the season. So you want us to lose in the middle of the year against like
the
Bills?
The Chiefs? Bills, or even if you guys lose to a bad team,
Chargers.
I think losing to a bad team like the Chargers. I don't want to say the Chargers are bad, but like a team that's not like a contender. Because I don't think the Chargers are contenders. Like if you lost to them, that could like kind of wake you up. Like, okay, guys, if the team like the Chargers can beat us, then anyone could beat us. So
like the Raiders,
lock in. Or if you lose to the Raiders, that could be a possibility. I mean, I've seen worse teams beat good teams. So I think, I mean, it don't really matter who. I think just losing in general, it doesn't matter who the team is. Can kind of first, it'll help you guys identify any mistakes that you guys are making or any bad habits.
Yeah.
2, it's the middle of the season, so it's not too late to make those adjustments. And 3, you rather lose now than go into the playoffs on a losing streak. That way, you don't have bad momentum or bad juju going into the playoffs on a losing whim, as
Yeah.
opposed to going into the playoffs on a hot streak. So I
I'm
think
trying to
losing
look
in
at
the
this, and it's like, what bad teams do we even play? Like none. Okay, so we have the Raiders and the Cardinals and the Commanders.
I mean, the Cardinals, that's a division rival. I mean,
Yeah, I just
games
don't
can go
see
any
it.
way.
I
Come
just
on,
don't see.
man.
They're like the worst team in the league, dude.
Don't say that. Well, anything's possible. They could beat you guys. The Raiders could beat you guys. What if Fernando Mendoza just has like a coming out party as a rookie?
Against Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett, I just don't know, dude.
You just never know, man. Maybe you guys don't take them too serious. That also I feel like happens a lot. Is teams don't take the other team too serious and they get beat.
A rookie quarterback, we're gonna if Aaron, like I said, Aaron Donald's there, we are gonna suffocate that dude.
All right, well then there would have to be Superman and Josh Allen and the Bills too.
Now Jaden Daniels has upset a team before, the Detroit Lions, who are having a fantastic year. That could happen. That team,
and it's not too late in the
Cowboys
either.
too. Cowboys too. I would say they're not a bad team. Again, we don't play many bad teams.
The Eagles.
Yeah, but they're not bad either.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they kind of downgraded losing A.J. Brown, but I feel like, I mean, they beat you guys two times in a row now, including the playoffs. Yeah,
that last year though, that one was messed up, dude.
That was such a funny ending, for me at least. Sorry for you.
There ain't nothing funny about that. That's some bullshit.
Well, I mean, I can see them beating you guys again. It could just be that team that, everyone has that one team that they struggle against, and maybe you guys just struggle against the Eagles.
Yeah,
that's
kind
of like how Brady struggled against the Dolphins. Even though the Dolphins were never like a great team, but he always seemed for some reason struggle against the damn Dolphins. Maybe this is your guys' Dolphins, the Eagles. Luckily, they're not in your division, but
I mean, but the Dolphins were pretty much garbage for most of Brady's tenure. The Eagles are actually just good. I mean, goodish.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I don't even know what to call them.
They're a good team. I mean, they won the 2 Super Bowls this decade and won one.
They are. They but I just don't understand them.
They're just a team that you see them play. Well, I think it's more Jalen Hurts effect. Like, you see Jalen Hurts, and like sometimes you'll be like, all right, I can see why they're winning. And then you see some other players, and you're like, why is this guy still in the league?
this guy benched this dude.
But yeah, and then next you know, they somehow find a way to win the game. They push him into the damn end zone, and it's a touchdown because of that fucking tush push.
Literally carried.
Yeah, and but we'll see. I mean, you guys could just have a bad week. It's gonna. Yeah. I mean, I doubt you guys are going. Even with Aaron Donald, I think the best you guys will do is like 14-3. Honestly,
you think? I was gonna think we honestly we could repeat this year the same record we had last year, 12-5.
12-5.
Yeah, because the schedule just so shitty.
Brutal.
Especially with Seattle. Look at the way our schedule ends. It's Seattle, Tampa Bay, Seattle. I hate that. I hate that. Like to have those matchups like 2 and 3 weeks like that.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the first one is probably going to lose the second. That's just.
But so 12-5. I mean, that's not bad either. I mean, it just depends how tough the division is going to be because 12-5 wasn't enough to win it last year. So
yeah,
is that going to be enough to get you home field advantage? We don't know yet, but.
Thankfully for us, Seattle has about as difficult a schedule.
Yeah, I can see the Seahawks taking a decline, though, losing Clint Kubiak and, I don't know, maybe getting some film on Sam Darnold under that offense. Or I guess now that offense is going to change. But I don't know, man. I can see them taking a step back. I can see the 49ers taking a step up, getting healthy again. And I can see you guys obviously already kind of took a step up with the offseason moves. So I don't know, man. Maybe Seattle could finish third in the division, and they might miss the playoffs.
Maybe. The only team that has a harder schedule this year than we do is the Cardinals. And that's because we get to play the Cardinals. Yeah, and the Cardinals have to play all three of us. Yeah.
Yeah, the 49ers, the Seahawks. Yeah, bless their souls.
They were screwed, dude. They're screwed. Yeah, that sucks.
But, yeah, I mean, I would say I think 14-3 best case, worst case, 12-5, I would say. Worst case.
Yeah, you think 12-5 is worst case?
Worst case, 12-5. If you guys don't get Aaron Donald, worst case, 11-6. But best case is still 14-3, regardless if Aaron Donald's back or not. I just got to give props to Myles Garrett. I got to give him props. He is a game changer. So even without Aaron Donald, he's still going to be a huge impact.
He changed the Vegas odds of our Super Bowl chances. How many trades outside of quarterback do that?
Yeah.
Never.
Especially now that he'll probably be playing with the lead, so he'll have more opportunities to get sacks.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like
dude. If he's as good as he was last year, dude, that's crazy.
Imagine if he breaks his record.
That's what he's been saying. That's what he wants to do. He wants to break it again.
His record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would want to get it because he was on pace last year to get like 20-something sacks, like 26, 27 sacks, because he was going crazy the first couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine this upcoming year if he has that same exact start, but doesn't actually decline like he did last year in sack output. Man, he probably could get almost 30 sacks. That's just crazy to say.
And honestly, it's not even the sacks that excites me most about bringing him in. Just the disruption. Yeah. Forcing quarterbacks to have to move around and get scared. Their mental clock is going to be if we have AD and Myles Garrett, I mean, it could go from 2.5 to just 2 flat.
Yeah, and then you tidied up the cornerbacks situation, so
yeah,
you guys
and they may be able. The corners may be able to cheat on some passes and try to get some picks because if they're all they're seeing is quick game, they may eventually just be able to read shit and cheat.
Yeah,
we're going to see a lot of running and a lot of quick game.
So you'll have a top defense and a top offense, and
now that's the big question is whether our offense will be the same this year. If we're gonna have just a repeat deal.
I mean, as long as you have Puka and Stafford, I don't see any huge decline. Maybe Adams won't be as a high touchdown production as he was last year. I was wondering what Adams obviously he's getting older, he's going to have a fall off. I have a gut feeling Adams is going to be better this year. Think so?
Not necessarily in the touchdown count, but just overall comfortability in the system, rhythm with Stafford cuz Stafford didn't have an off season with him last year. He came in right at the last minute. Yeah. So, I actually think Devontae may be primed to do even better this year.
That's a very bold prediction because, man, last year leading the league in touchdowns at his age is very impressive. I mean, yeah, they were kind of shorter touchdowns because he was so quick to get open in the red zone. But maybe he'll have more yardage. Maybe less touchdowns. Yeah,
he'll be more consistent yardage, target in between the 20s. It won't be so Puka reliant in the middle of the field.
And, yeah, I would say maybe based on how well Puka did last year, that other teams are going to start doubling him and giving Adam even more leeway to get open.
Yep.
Because when Adams is open, he's wide open. Every time I see his highlights, he's or watch him play, he's always just 10 yards by himself. No other defensive player within 10 yards of him. It's just crazy how open he gets with his route running.
Yeah, but I think him and Stafford will be more on the same page, and Puka may have a little bit of a yardage fall off. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't have to have 1,700 every year.
Yeah, it's so hard. When you hit certain numbers, it's 1,700 receiving yards or 1,800. It's so hard to follow that up and do even more.
Maintain that pace. That's crazy.
You get more eyes on you, more of a defensive pressure on you you get more schemed on the defensive side because now they want to make sure they don't let you go off like they did last year. So I can see him having declining yardage. Maybe more touchdowns though. Maybe more touchdowns. But
I do. I think though, if he were to repeat and have a similar season, I think he's more likely to than JSN. That's just my gut.
That's your hot take. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think Puka's skills just are what they are. Like
But we also
JSN
gotta
had a
remember,
miracle.
Puka
Like
did
a
have a
great
very
year.
hectic. I mean, if he was like, let's just say we don't know, but let's just say he was playing kind of drunk last year, and this is a sober, locked in Puka coming into this year. Damn, that's kind of scary to say, because maybe last year he wasn't all mentally locked in, and this year he is, and last year wasn't him locked in, and this year is, and he gets like 2,000 yards, and like let's just say like 17, 18 touchdowns to go along with those 2,000 yards. He's obviously going to win the Offensive Player of the Year, and he's going to get a big bag.
I just hope the alcohol wasn't Michael's secret sauce or whatever from Space Jam.
Oh, that too. If he if he has a decline because he is sober and he hates being sober, and that'll be interesting because I don't know, man. Some people are weird like that. They just play better under the influence. Fucking Michael Jordan was drunk and dropped 38 points. He hung over, even though they said it was a flu game. I think he was just probably hung over like shit. But maybe that's
He says food poisoning.
food poisoning, flu
Yeah.
game. He was probably just super hungover, and that's all right because they won the game and he still balled out somehow. And maybe that's all Puka needs.
Spent all day in the sun, golfing,
yeah,
drinking.
maybe that's all Puka needs. Is a little MD 4040 or Everclear or whatever, little Four Locos, and during the half.
Like I said, if that's the case, we just need to have an open bar on the sidelines.
At the half line, yeah. Puka Oni
like
bar.
Margarita. Got margarita.
Little margarita, little 40 ounce.
Martinis.
For every ounce of alcohol, I'm gonna get 1 yard.
Yeah. Drink up.
Yeah.
Drink
but,
up.
I'm not a Rams fan like you are, but I'm excited to see what you guys do this year. It'll be interesting to see if Aaron Donald comes back. Then definitely it will be must-watch TV.
Yo, God.
Regardless of regardless, because you just want to see what they can do as a team. Like this is like some fucking.
It's
Avengers.
exciting. Yeah.
Yes, this is literally the Avengers in football right now.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what you guys do.
Yeah, it'll be a fun year to watch Rams games. And it's a good thing we got all those prime times because, if AD comes back, we may get flexed into prime time even more.
Yeah, they may even give you a couple more. Like, you know what? Here's a couple more prime time games. Get the ratings
AD's last
up.
dance. This.
Oh, you want to watch this Rams game? Go ahead and sign up for Peacock. It's worth the money now.
Yeah,
so,
pays
it'll
itself
be
off.
interesting to see.
Yeah, it'll be a fun year. I don't expect no 17-0. We're gonna lose some games, but
that's all right.
Yeah.
You want to lose them now than in the playoffs.
Yeah. Get the losing out of the way. Even though I do think that's a little bit of a fallacy. I don't know. I don't think you have to lose, but it can help you reassess and
It depends how you
things.
take the losses. Yeah, if you take the losses and improve from them, then yes, it's definitely valuable to lose. It depends what value you get from the loss. If you get no value out of it and you're just a shitty team, then no, it's not okay to lose. But if you're a good team and you lost and you get value from it and you improve from that, then yes, that's all right.
Mm-hmm. I also think it's good to have a coach, sort of like Bill Belichick, where you could win, 45-7,
and still
and Bill's in there like, guys, let's not fool ourselves about the score. A couple of things, we had a few balls really bounce our way in this game, but if we're being honest, this was much closer. We have a lot to clean up. Yeah. So you got to have a coach that really can identify, even when you have a blowout win, that we have some shit still to work on. Like we can be better. But yeah, we've talked about this, Rams a lot. So probably due to move on. Next up, I just wanted a real quick Jared Verse's experience in Cleveland. Apparently he was given number 8, the number 8 jersey, and I don't know how he acquired it. I have suspect he didn't just go in and demand it. I have suspect Cleveland just gave it to, like, oh yeah, you were number 8 at the Rams, here's number 8 with us, But Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback they drafted, I think last year, already was wearing number 8. And I believe he mentioned something along the lines, or maybe he didn't mention, but people were talking about, did Verse pay him for that number? And I don't think he did. To my knowledge, he did not.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's his new number, and shit, they still have him for number 8.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. And the only thing I could find is they both were, I guess, wearing number 8. Who was also wearing, and this is from an ESPN article 4 days ago, that they're both wearing the number 8. I don't know how that even works, but
what it says here, the AI summary says Jared Verse will wear number 8, while Dylan will change his number once approved by the NFL. Damn.
All right. Well, that sucks for him. I mean, for Gabriel. I mean, he's only his second year, but still, man, I would still be a little butthurt if someone took my number. Like, that's my number. Like, you just got here. I've been here. I had to get humiliated all last year. How Shador should start over me, and I didn't. At that point, if I'm Gabriel, I'm just gonna do whatever I can to get out of Cleveland.
So Verse should man up and pay you. He hasn't gotten a big contract.
That is like
Verse
the unwritten. Yeah, I would say I feel like that's an unwritten rule. Is you could pay for the number.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what players often do.
Yeah, that's what they often. Or I heard Shannon Sharp say he would offer to buy them like a gift, like a boat or a car or something like that. So maybe he could buy them something, but I don't know. Maybe this is just a sign that Gabriel is just not a long-term answer or player for Cleveland. This is how they're going to treat him. I don't know. Can the team override your authority and be like, you know what? I know you don't want to give up your number, but this is our team, not yours.
I'm starting to wonder that's what Cleveland did.
Like, sorry, bud. Kick rocks. But
yeah, I don't think Jared. I just, in my heart of hearts, I do not think Jared Verse walked in there and says, "Kick rocks, Dylan. I'm wearing it."
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the Browns just want to make him happy because they want to keep him long term, and Gabriel's not someone they want to keep long term. So they're going to probably just treat him like shit. So that way, it's easier to kind of like kick him out.
Yeah, he may not make the roster. I think that's maybe what they're wondering.
He'll make someone's roster. I feel like I think he'll be a serviceable backup for a team or I don't know, potential backup for somebody. I mean, shit, he don't have to play ever. He could just be a serviceable backup. I mean, we had Colt McCoy be a serviceable backup. We had Winston be a serviceable backup. So there's a spot for him, I think, in the league still. I wouldn't say he's that terrible.
Let's keep it up. Jameis Winston was a serviceable starter.
At one point, yes. But now he's a backup, and now he's in the World Cup. But with that being said, I don't think Dylan Gabriel's time in the league is up entirely. We got Trey Lance, and that guy threw like fucking 6 interceptions in was it preseason game for the Cowboys?
Oh, did he throw 6 in a single game?
It was like 5 or something like that. Yeah, I think it was with the Chargers. I don't know. He's been around so many teams now. I lost track of where he's at now, but I think he is with the Chargers now.
I just don't understand what happened to that dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. He didn't play a lot in college, and it just showed in the NFL. Like, you can't just like have 1 year of experience and then make a jump to like the greatest league of football players.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that part, but like, why is he so much worse than everyone else? Like, even guys that they don't play like 5 interceptions in a game and shit.
Well, I think his style is more like athletic ability in college, and not like.
Well, that should give you an advantage.
Well,
not to throw a shitload of interceptions
in college, and in the NFL, your athletic ability is not that greater than everyone else's because you're obviously playing against a lot better players in college.
All right, so we had some technical difficulties this episode. We got cut off again. You know, we've covered really the topics we wanted to cover. We could have probably went deeper into the Jared Verse thing, how much money he owes, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it's fine. It's fine. We're running real late here, guys. Had so many things go on behind the scenes, and we're probably just going to have to wrap the episode because now I'm going to have to render it and edit it and all that. Oh,
yeah, we're sorry about that, yo, man. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs. It's on my end where it doesn't work on the browser like it was prior. I downloaded the Streamlabs app on my computer, and now it's like the issues that we're having now is from this app. So if anyone that's watching is familiar with Streamlabs or any kind of Streamlabs expert, please comment below why it's not working on my browser. I tried 3 different browsers. Now we're using this app, and now we're having disconnection issues with the Streamlabs desktop app. So I don't know what's going on, but we apologize, man. But we were at least able to get the topics, give our thoughts on them. So we appreciate you guys sticking through it. The end, if you did, with the technical difficulties and all. And shout out to Fitz for getting this all rendered up and making it look as nice as possible.
Yeah, I'll try. Still haven't done it yet, but I'll try. Yeah, sorry about that. Usually we like to do a little off topic, talk about whatever else, but man, this is running late. So, thanks so much for sticking it out with us. I know this was a big week. It's really unfortunate with the tech difficulties, but it is what it is. We'll try and figure it out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you understand. Love you guys. Take care.
Catch y'all later. Peace.